Welcome everybody, François Letarte for my role-playing channel, and I'd like to ramble on a series of questions I have been in touch with, by a French YouTube channel that I do follow, and they have this. We compare role-playing game elements and say what is our favorite. So this is a list. It's in French. Um, I don't know if the list will be below, but yeah, I just want to do the exercise and ramble about them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 comparison. Okay. So D20 versus all other systems. This one might be a little difficult for me to settle because, well, it's been a couple of years, maybe 7 years, that I'm mainly using D20 games. I have been doing a campaign with True 20, and I'm with Chroniques Oubliées since 4 years with the teenagers, and I'm really enjoying that. Though before True 20, I was not much into the D20 system, not anymore. It was kind of put aside. It has been put aside since I was not a fan of the D20. You know, rolling a D20 is very random. Okay, it can happen. Anything can happen, and not in the best way possible. But at the same time, I kind of renewed my interest into the D20 in the last couple of years. Though there are many of those other games that I'm really that I do talk about them very fondly, and a lot of them. And not to name them all, but I'm a big fan of the D6 system, Ubiquity with All for One. And okay, so if I do follow my what I'm saying about role-playing games, I think I will go with the other systems, yeah, because I have to settle this down. So one of those has to win this challenge, but it's a very difficult one because they're even. Classic versus homebrew stuff. I guess classic. I don't know what classic means, but if it's versus homebrew, probably you take stuff as it is, books and rules and all of that, and you don't really create over it. Right now, I'm not someone who will take a whole setting and study it to apply it in game. Same with the rules. I try to be as possible right with the rules, but at the same time, I like to create stuff over that. Okay, I'm enjoying creating stuff, but I'm not at ease at creating a whole setting or a whole game system. Okay, in fact, what I do prefer is to have a basic, let's say a basic world with just the basic information about what is that world, and I like to create over that. That's why I'm using the RPGS fantasy toolkit, because it's right the kind of tool I need. I have the basics, and over that I do create. And the same with the rules. I like to have rules that is inviting to create your own version of the rules, your own interpretations. So yeah, I'm a kind of a ruling guy, and I like to do house rules. So in the light of that, I think I'm more a homebrew guy. All right. The other comparison: fantasy versus science fiction. Both are good. And what is good about those both type of settings is that you can throw whatever you want in it, and it will fit. You can have an explanation through magic in fantasy and go mainly with that explanation. While in science fiction, well, you can have another layer of explanation. You can have magic, by the way, but you can also have science and technologies and to explain some crazy stuff. Okay, You can have fantasy and science fiction. Of course, you can have that. You can have it all. And well, on the other side, you can have some science fiction and fantasy, though it doesn't really work. So which one I'll choose? Probably fantasy. Yeah, my heart goes there. You know, I'm a big science fiction lover, but fantasy you can so much throw everything and just say, hey, it's magic. Okay. Yeah, so there's a big freedom there if you want to be creative without having justifications to give to players, sci-fi players who some often might need those explanations. So I don't have to give that effort, which will make me more creative and spontaneous. Spontaneous. Okay. Next, campaign versus one shots. Well, definitively campaigns here. I do love doing one shots and conventions with kids, and okay, there I have many occasions to do one shots, but in one shots, you don't get an ID and you don't let it go and let it go by itself. You know, at some point, this is a one shot, so you have to end up your ID, you have to cut short on where this ID can go, while in a campaign, well, if you have the time, you can let go an ID and let it be better while with playing it. You can take your time to make those narrative arcs and everything that is fun about a role playing game. So campaign definitively wins this one. Being a game master versus a player. This one might be difficult. I like both. Okay, I love being a game master and I love being a player. And oftentimes, when I do come up with a game that I'm presenting and I'm enthusiastic to say, hey, I want to run this game. My first motivations is often that I want to be a player in that game. So, but since I don't have the occasions to find a game master for those particular games, I'd better be one. That is the solution, and you know it. So, well, while I'm a player, I do miss being a game master. When I'm a game master, maybe I do not miss that much being a player, but at the same time, the players is very attractive. Well, if I do follow my own logic, because since I have to settle this one out, one of those has to be the winner, I think I will be on the player side. Yeah, I prefer to be a player, but it's just because I had to, because they are quite even there too. Exploration versus combat. Exploration. Exploration is large. Okay, because role-playing game can be about many things, and of course many of those role-playing games will be about combat, since the game rules are made to do that. And in exploration you will have combat. Okay, you will have combats and other things. In exploration you can be challenged in many different ways, in combat and something else. Okay, so yeah, I prefer to get on the exploration side. Way more possibilities there. While if I be a combat guy, well, I would fight and I will just wait for the next fight without being very interested in the rest, I guess. So exploration is the winner here. Humans versus other races. Well, here I'd go with human. I have nothing against those other races, and even I have some preference, in fact, for other races than humans. In Star Wars, I really love the Ithorians. I think they're cool. And in fantasy, if I have to take something else than humans, I'd probably take a dwarf. But humans, for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm not. No, I don't feel the need to play a fantasy game or other type of role-playing game while being another race that has other needs as a race and other culture and all of that. Already human can be way. There's many variety in already in the human being and the cultures and all of that. So yeah, I will be original in other stuff, in the way I behave and my choice of capacities and abilities and skills, and not through being another race. So humans often wins here, so it's a winner. Comedy versus drama. I'd say comedy, but there's a but here. I'm not playing role playing games to be goofy and making jokes all the time. In fact, it would annoy me, okay, if I'm playing a humorous game. I don't think I will like it. I don't think I will enjoy myself that much with the Toon role playing game, even though this is a great game. But where does the comedy will well where from where it will come from? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's because when I play role playing game, I'm in a good mood. I want to play. I'm happy inside of me. So of course it will open up the scene to crack a joke once in a while, and being a jolly hero will do happy stuff, and that will make laugh your fellow players. That's pretty much where I'm settled. I'm settling myself. Nothing against drama. If is there some drama involved, I will be there. I will be intense about this. But at some point, I'm happy with my friends around the table, so it will come back to a more lighter mood. So I'm not a fan of dramatic role-playing games. There's that one, there's a one that fortunately it's really not my cup of tea. Seems that it's a very good role-playing game, but it's called Alice is Missing. Hmm. I just personally I just don't understand the interest of that game. I don't know why this game seems so fun, because it seems so serious. There's a missing person. You text out and everyone cries. I'm not there for that. I'm not there to play role playing games to have to take a look at inside myself, and rethink of me as a human being. I'm not there to brood and be serious. Okay, drama. If drama has to be involved, I will be there, like I said. But I'm play role playing games because I'm happy. So I want to be happy. So yeah, so it will be more easy to crack jokes. Right, next. Visual support versus theater of the mind. I use visual supports, especially with the kids, but I don't put much time and effort in that. I don't build my own castles with my 3D miniatures. Okay, it will be paper stuff. It will be vinyl battle map that I will draw on, and I'm a very bad drawer, and I don't put much effort. And when I use them, even though I find them practical, I find that there's a little too much to manage when I do work with figures and all that. But I do enjoy that at the same time. I have a big collection right now. I'm making up my own collection of paper figures that I will bring with me around. And if I want some goblins, here some paper goblins. Okay, there will be there. And yeah, because it's very useful. But often this is a tool for theater of the mind, and help make the link between what is being said and explained and what you see. Okay, so it's helpful, but in the light of that, I think I'm more of a theater of the mind guy. So that's where I'm standing. Theater of the mind. That's the one who wins this contest. And the last entry is music versus silence. Oh, this one is I think is the most easy one for me. No music. Please, no music in role-playing games. I, one of my job, I'm a musician. I'm a music teacher. I play music in bands. I play music. Okay, So my mind is set on listening to music and making some analysis. So when there's a song being played, even let's say I'm in the grocery store and on the radio there's a song, if my attention is caught by the song, I do begin to listen to it. I do make the the score in my head. so yeah, my mind goes into analysis mode. So yeah, so if I'm playing a role playing game where I need to be focused, well, there's music, so I will be on focus. I will just hear the music. So for my own immersion, I prefer to be I have the same sound in my head that my character has. Okay, so he's surrounded by silence or just surrounding noises, but there's not epic music like in a video game running all the time. Okay, so that annoys me. So yeah, well, of course, I will tolerate a master who says, okay, you're in the cantina and you start a cantina band music on the background. Why not? But not too long because my mind will listen to the music instead of playing the role playing game. So I'm there to be in a good mood, like I said earlier, and focused at the same time. So if you want me focused, give me silence. Right. So that's pretty much my list. So maybe you'd like to do that comparison just for the pleasure of it. So I invite you to do that. So that was my video about this little exercise. François Letap for my role-playing channel. And up to next time, I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your games. Goodbye.